in terms of life-changing experiences for you, the game of rugby as a whole was one. But talk us through the story of your comeback and what went before it, because I don't think many people realise just how badly ill you actually were.
Yeah, I had a serious wobble. So it's a long story. I'll just take you through the highlights of it, or the lowlights there. But yeah, 2012, first game of season, Super Rugby season, got injured. Left knee, 2 operations, season's over. Obviously, as any pro sportsman, that's the worst time in your career. You just want to get back playing rugby. So you do whatever you can to get back playing rugby. Start of 2013, knee's good, start training, and I get like these funny neural fallouts down my left leg. So then I'll pull a calf, my hammy's feeling a bit funny, got a pain in my hip. Go for a back scan. All the hardware back then was still all right. And then they discovered they've got to dig a bit deeper. And then they discovered that a cyst, spinal cyst that was compressing 2/3 of my spinal cord. And that was causing the neural fallout down my left leg. So we had to do something about it. Otherwise, paralysis was down my left leg, or loss of bladder function was the next step on. That's how serious the cyst was. So first operation was exploratory operation, where they put a camera through my stomach, one through my back. And the good news of that operation is that what was filling the cyst was spinal fluid. And why it was good news is that, it was easy fixable, or supposedly easy fixable. And where the leak was coming through, the membrane that keeps your spinal cord together, somewhere in rugby I must have taken a big knock and actually ruptured the membrane. So spinal fluid was leaking, filling the cyst. And okay, the game plan was put together. Unfortunately for me, in that operation, I picked up a bacterial infection. So I went in from having a 40-minute procedure, going home, and then going back to have probably another 2 or 3 back surgeries, removing the cyst, to pretty much 24 hours later, lying on my deathbed, not knowing whether I'm going to survive this or not. So then I had full-blown bacterial meningitis. And long story short, I think day 4, my wife phoned my best mates and family and saying, like, this is, either Schalk's going to make it through this, but probably have some scarring, whether it's memory loss or selective hearing, which I did get, by the way.
Only with your wife.
Yeah, or only for my wife. Or he's not going to make it. And then, amazingly, day 6 from having bacterial meningitis, it got me on the right form of antibiotics, the right strand of bacterial infection. They got me on the right meds, and I turned the corner and sort of survived that. And then it was the start of a long process. So after that, I had another 4 or 5 operations to remove the cyst. Anyway, long story short, I went in at 110 kilograms. 4 months later, walked out the hospital weighing 90 kilograms. And then, rugby's gone at that stage. You just want to be, get quality of life back, be, a father for 1 kid at the time. And then, you start going back to Western Province or Stormers, because that's where only place you knew how to train or where to get back. So I had to sort of learn myself how to walk, learn how to run, and then I had to get in the gym, unfortunately, to try and pick up a bit of weight. So went up for my final checkup, and the neurologist, I asked him, I said, listen, is there any chance I can play rugby again? Just out of interest. And he said, well, look, you can. There's nothing wrong with your hardware, but you'll never be able to be Schalk Burger again. And that was that little word he said that triggered me. Yeah. And I went back home, and then I had a hard discussion with my wife that took about 2 months to convince her to play my first game. And I said, listen, I'm going to prove this bloke wrong. And then obviously many months and hard work and games later, at first you just want to play 1 game for Stormers, and you get that 1 game. And then you want to play 1 game for the Springboks. And I came off the bench and played 1 game. I said, listen, okay, I want to start. And then you get greedy. And then, in 2015, I played every single game of the Boks, started every game for the Boks. So it was an amazing journey. It's a long one, and you need almost like 3 of these shows then to fill the whole journey.
I feel like I must give you a hug.